A petition or two is helpful to get the conversation going.
Yes. This is just a very unique, specific, particular Toronto situation where one woman was set up and got 44,000 signatures.
Getting Action Bronson removed from a public show is a big deal. This would not have happened. Well, as many people have pointed out, he's played this exact venue at this exact festival before. Why now?
Right.
Right? He hasn't changed.
Yes.
People have changed.
That's right.
Yeah. And in 2011, someone tried to get Eminem banned from Canada, and their petition got 329 signatures. So, like, what's the difference? The difference is all the other stuff that's been going on.
Action Bronson and the rest of the misogynist rappers who are not very progressive on the issues, they're doing this with impunity. You know, they're gonna record another record, another single, another video. It's gonna go viral. That's a scary piece, I think. Separate from the public open air space, move it to private venue. He's still doing his thing and is not apologetic. Yeah, it's without consequence. I mean, this came with consequence, but I think that's a scary piece. Is that not Action Bronson? I just mean in general. Who's funding the misogyny? You know, who's programming the misogyny? Who's you know, because from what I understand, Action Bronson, he's always been attached to labels. This I know from when he was with Vice. He's been doing with stuff. It's labels. It's not indie DIY self-funded music.
Is anyone surprised that this dude is on Vice? Like, that's Vice's entire brand.
Right, and they're now worth $1 billion. Like, so this is what I'm saying. So who's funding the misogyny, right?
So that is like one acceptable form of expression that's being funded. The other forms of expression aren't necessarily being funded. So you're right to say, like, look at who's funding this music and what expression they're allowing these creators to make. They're saying this is an acceptable way for you to express yourself. This is not. This doesn't sell. This does sell.
Right, and they won't fund progressive. This is the litmus test. If you put out progressive, forward-thinking music that is talking about environmental issues, talking about healing humanity, that is, and understands, as far as gender issues, it's not going to get funded, is what I'm trying to say. Right? It's not going to get picked up.
It's not sexy enough.
That I'll tell you, man. I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. It's just not going to be sexy and saleable to the misogynists and you see what I'm saying though? The classic, right, out there. Yeah. It's just not. It's not going to get picked up. It's not going to get played. It's the bottom line. Yeah, that's something bigger. Yeah.
And maybe that's changing. Maybe we're feeling pushback. Like maybe we don't want to tolerate that anymore.
Well, maybe. And it's not censorship. This is not the state saying, yeah, if you say this, we're going to throw you in jail. It's all part of this sea change of saying, anti-bullying online, anti-slut-shaming, anti-catcalling, anti-sexual harassment in the workplace. Like, Action Bronson was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, he's a scapegoat for sure, but I think, like, the greater good is being served by this discussion more than his one concert.
Now, it's not going to be a moral suasion thing happening here, or ethical kind of shift. It's going to be hit you in the pockets. Then maybe you'll wake up, have an epiphany. Red flags will go up and say, hey, maybe I need to not be so sexist and misogynist and homophobic and racist now so I can continue my revenue stream,
It is important for cultural institutions to see that they can respond to people in a way that feels responsible and intelligent and doesn't sacrifice the existence of their event or their festival or... Right, because we don't want the politicians to be doing this.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and we want art and culture to be in the city and be in our public spaces and be provocative and be interesting. And we don't want to get to the point where, like, the city hall is going to come in and say you can't have any of this.